Welcome to the next episode of the Michigan Wolverine Dynasty. Today, your third-ranked Wolverines head to the Rose Bowl to play unranked and 1-6 UCLA. This game should be easy to win. We've seen weird stuff happen in the past, especially against Oregon. So, see ya at halftime. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel and enjoy the game.
The most spectacular and scenic venue in all of college football and perhaps in all of sports. The Rose Bowl in Pasadena, also home to the UCLA Bruins. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UCLA Bruins. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Bruins will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. So the Michigan Wolverines offense is on the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Try to get it to the edge. Turns it on in midfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats, because he is not easy to bring down.
They run the reverse. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Wolverines. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bruins offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You got to be careful. And David, I like these guys too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like you did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Setting up the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Makes the grab. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Dropping back, it's Duncan. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. He'll set up to throw. Got it! That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. 2nd and goal for the offense. The option look. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UCLA!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. He had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Marshall. Oh, sick, nasty move, and he's loose. Oh, look out. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. And the Wolverines are marching down the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I had. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Now, a 4th down. Number 11, on to kick it away.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. And before they can kick it, the receiving team is going to call a timeout. And the Bruins will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They go to the ground. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. The Wolverines are threatening in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stops him short of the marker. They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. Nice move to keep running. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Fast motion from the offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17.
And now the ball is free in the end zone. And they get him for a safety. He tried with everything to scoop it up and get it out of the end zone, but they were there to stop him.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Looking for a block. It's Merritt.
The returner is tackled down at the 37. And
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quickly to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. A new set of downs after the completion.
And that's good enough for a first down.
The give to the tailback. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Now they'll run the draw. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. The sure hands, it's Stewart. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Davis. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Number 86 in the end zone.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Trying to slam in. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. They took it 64 yards right down the field and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCLA will go back to work on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to... And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Makes the grab. It's Gray. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
They'll go to the ground. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Bruins line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll be brought down.
End of half number one, Michigan looks to be dominating, up 34-7 in this one.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in
Wolverines
Pasadena
ready to
than you do? A captivating game.
put them out of misery. Some halftime stats. Michigan looking very good. 252 total yards of offense. With Galipo going 12 of 14, 131, and 2 touchdowns in the first half. Jordan Marshall 3 for 43 and a touchdown, pre-scoring. 1 for a 2-yard touchdown. Pre-scoring also had a receiving touchdown as well as Franco having a receiving touchdown. Josiah Edmond with the 1 interception. We'll get you back out to the second half, starting right now.
Just about set for the second half kickoff. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Give to the back. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking downfield, it's Duncan. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Looking to move it through the air. Got it set up on the outside. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Give him 88 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. Going up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. 2nd and short now after that completion. The hand to the running back. The Wolverines brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd down.
The give to the back. Jukes his way for more. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
On the offense.
He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. They've been running it, but now the pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the punishment has been extended.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today.
UCLA.
Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Navy. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll run the counter. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking to throw, it's Duncan. It's complete on the right side. Still on his feet at the 45. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Daniels. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. It's complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through. Not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
14.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He makes a catch. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. New set of downs after that completion. Power football with the run. Nice move to keep moving. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. Davis looking to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Unloads to the wideout. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Made the play on the pick. Was hoping to make one on the return. return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. The give out of the gun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Let's see what they've got on second down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Shaw. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He wants to throw. And that pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan! With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team. And the sack all the way back at the 5. They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on second down from the 5. Looking to throw, it's Duncan. Getting some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the fourth quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Got some room to run. Running inside the 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Looking for a productive play on first down. Trying to run, it's Dahl. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is with...
The ball is out behind the line. And the fumble goes out of bounds, and they'll lose a few on that play.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. When backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop it. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
That's caught. It's Daniels. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10.
First down for the offense.
They're going to throw it again. He tries to take the top off. Underneath toast the coverage. Got it deep downfield. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And snap to the up end. It's a fake. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work. 1st down here for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's great. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. The Bruins have moved it inside the 20. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Duncan. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They want that clock to run. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Dog. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Leaves it with the running back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking for a crease to the left. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. So after stumbling
Michigan
around a bit
defeats
earlier this
UCLA
season, they put together 3
48-17.
consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right.
Here today,
How do you
with some
handle
stats.
adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the
Filippo
loss. They had a little bit of
15-17,
struggle
167,
early in
and
the
2
season.
scores.
What do? You
Jaden
respond by
Davis,
putting a winning streak
with
together,
7, 22
gaining some
on top
momentum
pick.
as the season closes.
And And sometimes the good thing about
Broncos
losing
16
games
for
early is
107
that
and a
you
touchdown.
know you're not
Marshall 9
perfect.
for
You
89
have
and a
to come out.
touchdown.
You've got to bring your
This one
A
2
game to
for
the party
nothing and a
each and
touchdown.
every week, and that's what we've seen from this
Reese
team
scoring
now
4 for 36 and a
recently. They've got
touchdown.
tremendous players, got
Franco,
an outstanding coaching
4 for
staff. When they
52
put
and
it
a
all together
touchdown.
and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
And then
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse
Michigan
Palmer,
intercepted.
David
Stephen
Pollack,
Goins
our
had
entire
2.
broadcast team, I'm Reese
Abe
Davis.
Williams
This has
had
been
1 and I
another
think was
presentation
it was
of
a
EA
touchdown.
Sports College Football.
Josiah Edmond 1 for 15 on the interception side, kicking wise. 5 for 5 for extra points and 1 for 1 on field goals and 1 for 1 on 2-point conversions. 1 for 2. No, 1 for 1 on 2-point conversions. No Michigan punts. Michigan defeats UCLA big time today. And the Wolverines win 48-17. Thanks for watching. We'll advance here to see how we do. DJ Thomas. First college football playoff top 25 comes out. We are number 3 in the country. Playing number 18 Penn State. Some recruiting. What we have to do. You want to be on the show? Yes. Yes, I did. I appreciate you guys. But your stepbrother. So, and to think that anyone who fears you in the past, you lost the real time of the life that's I guess I could be more sensitive about that, considering it. I shouldn't have to so long. We should be going to the keep making jokes. You won't be laughing. So we got more. I think we just Halloween by about 2 months. So we are having anything. Good one for my brain. I was thinking about birds the other day, and one of their wings is broken. Can they run? So we stayed number 3. We'll play Penn State next week. I hope you did enjoy. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And have a great day. Go Blue, everybody.